Welcome, welcome. Find yourself seated somewhere comfortable. That means you can sit on a pillow, sit with a blanket under your hips, sit in a chair, or you can even sit with your back against a wall so that you have some support for the spine. It is important that we are sitting for this class as opposed to lying down, because you want to have both sides, the front and the back of the body, open for the clearing. So welcome to our first meditation class in a long time. And this meditation is set up for us to cleanse our auric field. And I'm just going to go through a couple ways you can do that and why it's so important, and then we're going to move into the meditation. So, why do we want to clear our auric field? What is our auric field? What is the aura? The aura is comprised of 7 layers, just like we have we work with 7 chakra centers on a regular basis. There are more, but we work with 7 quite regularly. And each layer of that energetic field relates to a different energy center in itself. That's a little bit of a different class that I am thinking about putting together for all of us. So hopefully we can journey into that together in September. So what happens when we meet somebody, right? We have our auric field, and that's just the energy your body gives off, which everything gives off energy. So depending on the strength of our auric field, and that depends on a few different things within our life and our emotional stability, our boundaries, physically and energetically and verbally. This also relates to how safe we feel in the world, and if we think about if other people's opinions of us affect how we think about ourselves or how we feel about ourselves. These are a few examples of how the auric field can kind of be weakened or strengthened. Okay? So what happens is when we interact with people, right? Your aura can go 3 feet in every direction, 6 feet in every direction. It can take up a whole room. Okay? Usually people say it's about 3 to 6 feet. But again, it depends on the strength of your energetic body and what you're going through in life. So when we talk to people, we meet people, we shake hands with people, we give people hugs, we're in a room with a lot of people, our auric fields start to overlap. Okay? So what they're thinking, what they're going through starts to interact with your subtle body before, and you may not even be aware of it, right? And this is why empaths have such a hard time in crowded spaces, because there's so much overlap happening within that auric field. So clearing your auric field is something that, I think could be done every day. I say should be done, but there's no rules. But I definitely, when you're in the shower, I'll go through different ways we can do that on a regular basis. Aside from meditation and yoga, I'll give other options. But we have so much even animals, right? Animals take all of our stuff away, right? They absorb what's in our auric field. If you meet somebody who's really stressed out, you might have the jitters a little bit. That's because their stuff is coming into yours. And so what happens with that is when it's easier to clear the farther it is away from you. And just like everything else, like over time, whatever's in your auric field can become closer to your physical body. And once it becomes on your physical body, it now becomes part of your karmic cycles to release, because it starts to play into your psyche and your personal value. You're just you. So by clearing your aura regularly, you're ensuring that you're not taking on other people's lessons or their karmic energy. So yeah, I could talk forever, but I think that kind of gives a good summary of why we want to clear the auric field. Sometimes we feel like anxious or jittery, nervous, or just a little bit like not ourselves. And that could be because our auric field is cluttered. Okay? So when we clear that auric field, we make space for clear thoughts, for clarity of vision, clarity of strength, a clear sense of self, and a centered energy. Instead of feeling like we have all of these things going outside, we feel like we are put together again. Okay? So a few ways you can clear your energy that are, not this meditation would be having a shower. And as you shower, your intention is to let that water clear your body, clear your auric field. And water has a lot of special components to it when it comes to healing and returning our bodies to a natural state. Okay? You can stand outside for 15 minutes, and it has to be minimum of 15 minutes. And it's not walking in nature, it's not lying in the grass, it's standing with intention. You stand up outside, legs a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and arms are down by your side with your palms facing forward, and you stand for 15 minutes with that awareness that you are intentionally clearing. If it's really windy, that's going to do a lot of good. If it's raining, that's going to do a lot of good. If it's raining, there's actually negative ions coming in that have a lot of extra benefit for your physical body. Sunshine, also great. I wouldn't suggest a full moon cleanse or a new moon cleanse because that gets into the subconscious and our fears and a little bit too much of the emotional body. We do clearings on a full moon, so it's totally welcome, but I would recommend like sunlight over moonlight. That's just my preference. And the reason why I suggest having candles, and if you haven't lit one, you're welcome to lit one. I have two, one on each side of my body, one slightly behind me on my right side, and one slightly in front of me on my left side. Okay? And I did that intentionally because we have a back of the body, and we have a front of the body, we have a right side, and we have a left side, and everything in between. You can even put 4, you can make a square or kind of a circle, and you can sit in the middle of the candles. We use fire because it transmutes energy, it clears your space, and it charges your space. And when you're doing any clearing, it's nice to have a little bit of support from these types of things. Okay? Another thing that's going to clear you is sound. These specific frequencies allow these different types of shapes and energies to wash through the system and give it a recalibration to neutrality. Okay? And then, of course, you can infuse your aura with love. You can infuse your aura with strength, with power, through intention, with crystals. You can do a fire sweep to invoke creative energy. You can, that's just kind of bringing the fire into your aura, like so, just sweeping with your hands towards your body. And you always want to do the back too, right? Not just the front. The back's kind of like sneaky. That's kind of where sneaky little cords come in, and because we can't see them. So it's like from someone we don't expect, or it's just, we forget about that space, right? So I just wanted to give a little bit more context in regards to the aura and general maintenance, and because I think more, information is never a bad thing, and you can try out what works best for you. You can, of course, if you're in the ocean, obviously the ocean water is amazing. You can have a salt bath, aura sprays, but again, we are nature, so going to nature, I think, is a really powerful way, and you don't need anything other than your body. So with that being said, let's get started here. We are going to do a combination of just gentle breathing just to get us into that space. A guided we'll do a little bit of a hand sweep with our aura, and then I'll take us into a guided meditation where we'll work with a light energy to clear and seal our aura together. Okay? So find a comfortable seat, and if you are on a chair, please have your feet flat on the ground, or put 2 blocks or 2 books underneath your feet so your feet are planted firmly. And if you are using a wall for a back support, try to still lift the shoulders. Okay, so find yourself seated, nice and tall, shoulders pull them back a little bit since we all have that natural phone hunch forward here. So just pull them back slightly and flip your palms to face up. And we're going to tuck those palms up and in so they're resting on that inner thighs. You might even feel your hip bones or that little crease there. So the elbows are slightly behind the body here. Relax the jaw. And let's begin breathing down into that belly together. Inhaling for a count of 5. Inhale. Hold the breath in if you're able to for 5. And exhale for 7. Exhale. Inhale, drawing breath into the lower abdomen. Let the belly get big, let the diaphragm, let the heart rise for 5. Hold the breath in for 5. Exhale for 7. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Relax the shoulders, the neck. Exhale for 7. Last time, inhale for 5. Hold the breath in. Exhale for 7. Inhale in and out through the nose, long and deep. Keep breathing and allow a secondary awareness to come into the palms of the hands. See how your first awareness is on your breath and your body breathing large. Your second awareness is in the center of your palms. And you start to feel this gentle warmth in the palms. And this really soft violet and white light. For me, the violet is on the outside, the white is in the center. Perhaps yours is reversed or mixed together. Just concentrating or allowing this warmth in the palms to grow. And now, adding another layer, a third layer of awareness. The first awareness is on the depth of your breath. The second awareness is the violet and white light at the center of your palms. And the third awareness is in your heart center. An emerald light floating in the center of your chest, in the center of your body, in the center. Meaning not the front or the back, but right in the center. Here we've connected to the breath, to prana. We've connected to the power in our hands and our energy centers, the sacred power of the violet flame, the violet light, and the heart, which is the creator of the auric field. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale to bring the palms up to the shoulders, palms face out away from the body, and exhale, push with resistance, push out the auric field on an exhale till your arms are straight out beside you. Inhale, bring the palms in front of the shoulders, palms still face forward now. Exhale, push the energy out and away. A little bit awkward when we go behind, but inhale, bring the palms behind you, palms face away. Exhale, push the energy out. Again, there's tension, there's resistance in the arms, the muscles are engaged. And we'll do that again. Inhale to the shoulders. Exhale, push away and out. Inhale to the front. Exhale, push everything out. Clear what's not yours. And behind the body, inhale, bring the arms behind. Exhale as they clear out what's not yours. One more time, inhale to the sides, focus on that violet light, let it transmute and clear that space. Inhale to the front, connect to the violet light, clear the front and push all that's not yours. Inhale to the back, push and clear what's not yours. Bring your palms back, palms facing up, resting, tucked in to the inner thighs. Take a few breaths and notice if there's any subtle differences. Or maybe they all felt different. You can bring your palms out to your knees for a more relaxed seated space. Palms still open. Deep breaths. And as you're inhaling, that first awareness is always with the breath here. As you inhale, feel this energy center at the top of the head, the crown chakra, Sahasrara. Begin to open and feel the energy fall down through the center of the body and exhale through the legs. Now inhale, bringing energy up from the feet, up through the spine, and exhale out through the crown of the head. Notice the difference. Inhale, bringing the energy down through the crown, into the lower abdomen, all the way down to the feet. Exhale. Inhale up from the feet, up through the spine. Exhale through the top of the head. Allow yourself to breathe. And we're going to welcome in and connect to this golden sphere that's spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And it's just floating above the top of your head. As this golden sphere is spinning in multiple directions at the same time, you can barely make out the fact that it's a solid shape. It simply creates this golden glow on top of your head. And we call back all of our energy from all times and all places and all things and all people. And it's like these golden lines are cast out from this sphere, sent out all over the globe to bring back all parts of you. They wrap around trees and objects and people, and they bring all of you back. And that golden sphere begins to slowly lower down into your mind, into your eyes, into your nose, your ears, your throat, engulfing your entire head, coming down to the throat, the heart, the belly, and resting in the solar plexus center. As it gathers all of the energy that's yours. And with every single exhale, that golden ball begins to grow and grow and grow. It's the size of your entire body now. You are engulfed in golden light of your entire essence from all times, all places, all people, all things. And still it grows. And it begins to clear everything that is not yours. It clears all the sticky plasma, all the sanskaras, all the cords, opinions, projections, smudginess. It grows and grows and grows until you are sitting in a golden cosmic egg. Where it's completely engulfing and clearing all 7 layers of your auric field. Clearing the root, clearing the sacral, clearing the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown. Even connecting to the earth star and soul star chakra centers. This golden energy surrounds you, 6 feet in every single direction at this time. Stay here breathing for a few minutes with the awareness that you are clearing all that is not yours. Let the golden energy do its job and clear the back, to clear the sides, and to clear the front of the body, to clear above, to clear below. Your auric field is almost fully cleansed. For the final cleansing, we bring in the mantra Om. We will chant Om 8 times together. Inhaling into the nose here, let the belly get large in the front. And begin when you're ready. And feel that Om vibration traveling 360 degrees around your neck, around your head, around your body. See if you can feel the vibration it's emitting from within you. What sound and what shape is it making? Last one here. Allow yourself to breathe in and out through the nose. And allow this sound to wash over your auric field from top to bottom. Sealing it, almost like there's this sacred grid. There is a sacred grid of white light connecting all around your auric field, connecting you wholly, fully, and completely. Notice the shift. When we bring our hands into heart center, and rub the palms together, feel the violet light heat up and move into the arms, into the heart, and shoot up to the crown and the root chakras, up to the sky and down to the center of Mother Earth. Bring your hands to stillness. Bring a gentle smile to your face. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Take your time sitting in this peaceful space as long as you'd like. Take some time to just notice the shift in energy for yourself, within yourself, and around yourself. And thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the meditation and are connected. You are clear, you are centered, and your aura is completely your own in this moment. Namaskar.